So this is how I'm gonna get that to stay in place for the time being. And what I'm gonna do from here is come on this side and fasten it first on this side with fiberglass, this side down, and then we'll come back, flip it over, and do the other side. I'm gonna just do across the front section first to hold that in place. That way it leaves the sides a little flexible once I bolt it. I'm gonna bolt it. I'm going to fiberglass from one edge to another, leaving these flaps a little loose, and then it'll be fiberglassed on the other side for bonding. Haven't decided on these hole slots. I like to cut them out, but I need to see what the I don't know how that will look inserted, so I'm gonna leave those alone for the time being. But I'm gonna get this fiberglass so it can set. That way I have a bond here that's gonna hold it in place as we flex it around. I have to get the other brace here for this side, but that gives us room to work under there as well once we get it in place. And I think it's going to work out pretty good. Okay, for the moment, this is what I'm going to do on the inside. Like I said, on the edges here, I'm not going to bond them down to give it a little flexibility in that area. And I'm hoping that once I do the outside, that's going to hold this in place once I get it all fiberglassed, bondoed and fiberglassed. That first coat is a bit of old filler with the fabrics in it, and it's not quite mixed right, but this is what I'm having to work with at the moment. Hopefully that's going to dry, but I'm going to come back and put a coat of the non-fiber, the body fill on it. Then we'll work on sanding it down. I'm going to give this time to dry. Hopefully it will. See, because this here, like it is, that's not drying. So I'm hoping the hardener that's on top of it is gonna harden and dry it out. I'm gonna just let it sit. But this is where I am at the moment. Stay tuned. All right, just to keep you updated, this is where I am now. I have knocked a lot of that old thick paint off. Still got to knock this down, but I have most of that knocked down. I'm gonna take and fill the little holes that I made for the screws. I'm gonna go ahead and bondo those. I'm gonna go ahead and slap some bondo on that and get the rough spots taken care of. I think I'm gonna, instead of grooving that, I'm gonna fill that in as well. And we'll just have to take it from there. Let that sit and dry, harden up before I do anything else to it. Just put a rough coat of fiberglass on. I'll smooth all that out as needed, but After this, I'll smooth it down and put one more coat of Bondo over it, kind of finish smoothing it out, and take it from there, I guess. Still have the slots, inlets there to smooth out. And it's coming along. Put the next layer of filler on, take up these low spots and all little divots I may have. Just to mention, there's probably a right way to do this. Pretty sure I'll hear about it. Give that time to dry. Okay. Have a bit of fiberglass on it. Can't see it too good right now. Let this sit cure. I just basically overlapped the edge a little to catch that seam. And on this side, I had a split coming in at this point that I'm hoping it's gonna catch. I put that clamp on with that tissue. Hopefully when I pull it off, that'll be enough to support this. Hopefully when I pull it off, that'll be enough to keep it from bonding and then just let it separate. I'm going to leave well enough alone for the moment and just let this dry. That little split is right in there. At any rate, when it's finished, I hope it come out as good as the license tag plate. We'll see. Okay, so I'm at this point. I have smoothed down the edges with a fiberglass where I've coated it. When I tried to finish them off, I have these rough edges where I will try to shape them up, I imagine, but right now I want to pop a layer of prime over it to see where my rough spots are and all that good stuff. If I'm going to continue trying to, I just want to put some primer over it to see how it's coming along. And I think at least one layer will start to pull it together for me so I can see what I'm working with.